Now we will learn the factors affecting the focal length of a lens. One more important thing I am going to tell you is that whenever we talk about principal focus of a lens, it will always be f2. The reason is that in our syllabus, the incident rays are always traveling parallel to principal axis. Since the incident rays are always traveling parallel to principal axis, so after refraction from convex lens, they will meet at a point, or after refraction from concave lens, they will appear to be diverging from a point, and by definition that point is nothing but f2. So whenever we talk about principal focus of a lens, it will always be f2 and the corresponding focal length will be second focal length, which is small f2. There is a formula for focal length of a lens which is not in our syllabus. I'll tell you that formula. 1 upon f is equal to refractive index of lens upon refractive index of surrounding medium. Mu of lens is the refractive index of material of lens, and mu surrounding medium is the refractive index of the surrounding medium, minus 1 bracket 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2. So what are these r1 and r2? These are the radius of curvature of the two refracting curved surfaces. So from the formula we can clearly see that the focal length of a lens depends on the refractive index of the material of the lens. We can see the focal length of a lens depends on the refractive index of the material of the lens, and it also depends on the refractive index of the surrounding medium. This is very important. So focal length of a lens, from this formula we can say it depends on the refractive index of the material of the lens as well as the refractive index of the surrounding medium. Now suppose I have a lens, this lens is made up of glass and it has a curved surfaces, right? And if I keep this lens in air, the surrounding medium is air, okay? And if I immerse the same lens in water, what will not change is the refracting surfaces. So the radius of curvature will remain same, the refractive index of the material of the lens will remain same, but here what will change is the refractive index of the surrounding medium. So the focal length of the lens when kept in air and when immersed in water will be different. And if I give you the relation between them, the focal length of a lens is inversely proportional to refractive index. Whether it is relative or absolute, focal length of a lens depends on the refractive index. If I say refractive index of glass with respect to air, it is 1.5, which is absolute. And if I say refractive index of glass with respect to water is 1.1. I can tell you that if a lens is kept in air, it will have some focal length, and if the same lens is immersed in water, the focal length will be more. That means the refractive index of glass with respect to air is 1.5, which is a greater value. Refractive index of glass with respect to water is 1.1, which is a smaller value. And when the refractive index is smaller, the focal length is higher. How would you say? The focal length of a lens is inversely proportional to the refractive index, whether it is relative or absolute. And this refractive index is the refractive index of material of lens as well as refractive index of the surrounding medium. Second factor is the radius of curvature. If I have a lens of various shape, say this is lens, okay, and this is lens, okay, what I can say that these are two lenses are made up of glass kept in air. So what is same over here is the refractive index of lens and the refractive index of the surrounding medium. But since the radius of curvature here, these lenses are assumed to be part of the different sphere. So radius of curvature will be different in both the case. So definitely these lenses will have different focal length. And if I say thick lens, remember thick lens. So this is a thick lens. And if I say thin lens, this is a thin lens. So if I talk about a thicker lens, can I say thicker lens is a part of a smaller sphere? You can clearly say. And if I talk about a thin lens seems to be part of a bigger sphere. You can say that. So what you have to say that for thicker lens, the radius of curvature is less, so the focal length is less. For a thinner lens, the radius of curvature is more, so the focal length is more. What I want to tell you that if I talk about radius of curvature focal length of a lens is directly proportional to radius of curvature. Greater the radius of curvature, greater will be the focal length. And if I talk about thin or thick lens, a thicker lens has short radius of curvature. You can see, so it will have short focal length. A thinner lens will have long radius of curvature, so it will have more focal length. And if I also tell you one more important thing, that there is a concept of equiconvex or equiconcave lens. So these are the two refracting surfaces. I call this lens as a biconvex lens or biconcave lens. But there will be a conditions. There will be condition when R1 becomes R2. That means if a lens is made up of two identical sphere, you can see, if a lens is made up of two identical sphere, R1 will be equal to R2, and the surrounding medium, you can say, on both the side remains same. That means this is glass, this is air, this is air. That means if the refractive index, if the radius of curvature of both the surfaces is same and the surrounding medium on both the side of the lens is same, then the double convex or double concave lens will be called as correspondingly equiconvex and equiconcave lens. Very important thing, equiconvex or equiconcave lens. So under what condition a lens become equiconvex or equiconcave? First you have to say the radius of curvature of both the surface should be same, and the medium surrounding both the sides should be same. If I give you an example here, that consider a double convex lens where on one side there is water and on the other side there is let's say air, and this is glass. So even though the radius of curvatures are same, but the surrounding medium is different, then that lens will not be called as equiconvex or equiconcave lens. So very important thing.